subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon, so you never miss any new updates, cause whenever we upload new video you will get a notification on your phone.
Rig equipment inspection for land rig with drilling rate 3,500 to 5,000 meters. It was in a very good condition at the time of the survey, due to in no small part to a comprehensive computerized inspection and maintenance program (CAM) that included NDT inspections and a comprehensive lifting gear register. All of the certifications for this were kept at the rig site and were readily available. DRAWWORK. Manufacturer, Honghua. Model JC50DB. Serial number JC10025. Year built 2010. The DRAWWORK was driven by two 800 kW variable speed drive AC motors acting through a gearbox directly to the drum. No auxiliary brake had been installed in this unit. Braking was achieved through a combination of the motor's regenerative braking and the service brakes of the disc brake. The motors were air-cooled by fans mounted above the main prime movers with air drawn from outside of the hazardous area. The DRAWWORK was given a limited internal inspection. The brake calipers, discs, drum and lever screw, gearbox internals, motors, and blowers were examined and no defects were noted. The DRAWWORK was seen in operation in both directions under high and low load and speed. No obvious noises or vibrations were seen at any time. The DRAWWORK was run up and down and was observed to stop using the control functions in both directions after a controlled slowdown. Disc brake, universal, a limited internal and a thorough visual inspection were carried out on the DRAWWORK disc brake system and there were no obvious defects seen. No oil leaks were cited at the calipers, the disc was clean and smooth, and the hydraulic pressure from the hydraulic power unit (HPU) was within the specified range. The brakes were seen operating in both run and park modes, and no undue vibrations or noises were noted. Top drive system. Manufacturer, Varco. Model TDS11SA. Serial number 23420. Year built 2010. The top drive system was a self-contained system made up of the TDS itself, a drive cab, a driller's control console, and a service loop. All of the parts of this system were examined and were seen to be in a good condition. Due to ongoing drilling operations, an in-depth inspection of the TDS was not possible. However, a close visual inspection was performed, revealing no obvious defects. No air or oil leaks, undue vibrations, or noises were noted, and all of the functions were seen to operate correctly. The top drive was observed during drilling operations and while making connections, and everything was seen to be in order. The NDT certification for the most recent previous survey was examined on the rig. Top drive system recommendation. Repair the oil pump pressure loss indicator system. Crown block. Manufacturer, Honghua Petroleum Equipment Company. Model TC350. Serial number TC10024. Year built 2010. Was inspected, and no defects were noted. The unit had been NDT inspected, and the certifications for this inspection and from the OEM were seen during the survey. A visual inspection of the traveling block revealed no obvious defects. The unit was observed while in operation, and no obvious vibrations or noises were evident. All of the guards were seen in place, there were no signs of wear or deformation, and the unit had been well lubricated. During the slip and cut operation, the traveling block was suspended off the hang-off slings. These were seen to be in a good condition. Drilling instrumentation. Instrumentation was seen to be an all-electronic system incorporating both Schlumberger and OEM displays. It incorporated all the information into displays and human-machine interfaces (HMIs) in the doghouse that were easy to handle for the driller and that included all of the drilling parameters: hook load, speed, torque, RPM, etc., along with the mud system, flow, PVT, pump strokes, pressures, etc. The instruments and sensors had been calibrated on a regular basis, and regular automatic backups of well data had been taken. Derrick. An inspection of the derrick was carried out, and no signs of any structural deficiencies were seen. All of the handrails, ladders, and walkways were seen to be in a good condition, and a fall arrest device had been installed along the entire length of the vertical ladder. All of the fingers were seen to be straight at the monkey board, and safety slings had been installed. The tuggers were visually inspected and seen to be in order. The Sala blocks were observed to be fit for purpose. An escape system for the derrickman was seen installed at the monkey board. No heavy-duty wire mesh was seen around the crown block bumper board. This needs to be installed. A 4-foot light fitting was sighted just above the stabbing board that did not have a safety sling. This also needs to be rectified. It was noted that the safety sling at the standpipe, where it connects to the TDS mud hose, did not have the correct color code. This also needs to be addressed. Derrick Recommendations. Install heavy-duty wire mesh around the crown bumper timbers in accordance with APIRP 54 Section 9.2.16. Inspect all of the equipment in the derrick. Verify that secondary retention is in place in the derrick for all of the sheaves and other equipment, such as lights. Make sure that the safety sling at the standpipe to mud hose connection is correctly tested and color-coded. Juggers and Sheaves. The tuggers were inspected and no defects were cited. The tuggers were seen in operation while lifting drill pipe. All of them were seen to be in a good condition, and the brakes were able to hold the load. The simple spooling device seen during the survey was being used correctly, and no crossed or damaged wires on the drum were cited. The wires and shackles had been color-coded, but it was noted that a 2-part hackle was still in use. Man riding winches. The man-riding winch was seen while in operation and no defects were noted at the time of the survey. Man-riding winch ropes had been included in the 6-monthly lifting gear inspection, and a spare rope was being kept on the rig at all times to be used if required. No manual brake had been installed, as is indicated by the OEM. The easy torque was visually inspected, and no defects were noted. The pull lines were seen to be in a good condition, and no kinks or damaged wires were seen. Pipe handling equipment. Tongs. The tongs seen on the rig floor were seen to be in a generally good condition. All of the dies had been installed, and the correct retainers had been installed. All of the tong lines were noted to be in a good condition, and it was observed that they were correctly color-coded, which indicated that they were included in the lifting gear register. It was recommended to paint and highlight all of the pinch points and all of the safe areas to place hands on the tong. Certifications for NDT inspection of the tongs were reviewed as it had been filed and was readily available on the rig. Slips and dog collars. The slips and dog collars seen on the rig floor were generally in a good condition. All of the dies were seen to be secured with the correct retainers, and the handles were in a good condition, not bent or sloppy. The certification for the NDT inspection of the tongs was reviewed as it had been filed and was available on the rig. Elevator links. The elevator links were all observed to be in a good condition. They had been NDT inspected a short time before this survey. All of the certifications were reviewed. Elevators. The elevators were observed to be in an as new condition. The dies had been correctly secured, and the door latches were positive in closing with no lash. Master bushings. Due to ongoing rig operations during the survey, it was not possible to inspect the master bushings. Fingerboards. All of the fingers were seen to be straight at the monkey board. Safety slings had been installed. The tuggers were in working order. The Sala blocks were fit for purpose, and an escape system for the derrickman had been installed. The iron roughneck was an arm-mounted unit that could be operated manually from the driller's chair or from the floor. Fully automatic operation of the unit was also possible, if required. A close visual survey was performed, and no obvious defects were seen. The maintenance history, NDT inspection records, and the OEM certification were reviewed. The iron roughneck was seen to be operational. While making up and breaking out drill pipe, all of the functions worked as expected.